It's so important that when things are going good that you reflect and capture what you know, so that when you're down in the dirt you can remind yourself of the truth. Good God, it's important, because when you're down in the dirt you forget who you are. You think, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and this outside thing that's coming to hurt me is the world against me. And how do you think of it from a higher perspective? When you step outside of your humanity and remember that you are an angel here on earth. When you choose your totem or your alter ego, or you decide to embody that angelic personality, call it being a light worker, call it being a Jedi Knight, whatever you want to call it, but that higher state, the part of you that comes from the all, that came down here to forget everything so that you could remember it all and have it all the experience, all the good, the bad, the light and the dark. How do you capture that so that when you're feeling good and you're feeling centered with the signal, when you're tuned in, you can give it back to yourself as a gift when you're down in the dirt, when you're covered in rust, when you're caked in mud? Because every moment we let the mosquito bite or the stress or the scarcity affect us, that stubbed toe, that twisted ankle, that somebody who's coming after us, when we let that shit affect us, when we pretend to be just humans, it's very hard to access that higher state. So what are you doing as a ritual to keep yourself connected with that higher state? One thing that's helped me, or I'm here reminding myself, is that when something comes that feels like friction, reminding myself, this is all for my good. This is all a gift. That the divine has set me in this dojo of life called 3D reality, where the friction is my teacher. And so when the darkness comes, the friction comes, the pain, the shitty event, instead of saying, oh no, poor me, I need to stop myself, because that's the first thing I want to do. And I need to say, this is good. This is all for my highest good. Because these highfalutin spiritual lessons I want, or these healings I want to give to people in the world, it's like I'm trying to get to the end of the rainbow and I'm half-baked, when in fact I need to meet that moment, that stubbed toe, that bill I don't think I can pay, and I need to find that fear inside of me, or that pain or anger inside of me, and I need to point at it and say, thank you, you are my teacher. You're here to teach me something. And in that moment I take it from being an outside action that came to affect me and instead make it a gift for me, for my evolution. I stop being just a man. This is a reminder to myself, and I hope it can help you. When the darkness or friction comes into your life, a chaotic moment, sometime you're feeling fear, stop and bless it, point at it and force yourself to smile and say, okay, thank you, this is a lesson for me so that I can evolve. My evolution won't happen on a stage. My evolution won't happen when I've got that $1 million. My evolution isn't going to happen out there at some time, I think, in the future, and that's when it's going to happen. My great moment, that'll be when I've made it. Instead, meet that stubbed toe and say, thank you. Thank you for the pain. Thank you for the frustration. What is it telling me? Maybe it's telling me to slow down. How can I meet that with a smile instead of anger, frustration? When my lower back is aching and aching and aching and I'm grinding, how can I stop and take a breath and say, thank you? What does this mean? Maybe it's a metaphysical response to my being overbearing, having too much of a load on my back, feeling like it's all too much without actually acknowledging that I'm feeling that it's all too much, and instead it metaphysically manifests inside of my body. When I've got that squeeze in my groin that feels terrible, feels like my balls are breaking, can I stop and say, thank you? Now let me think, what's breaking my balls? What am I breaking my balls to go do? Something outside of alignment with myself. Thank you. If I didn't get the metaphysical response, the squeeze in my balls, the ache in my gut for shoving down the emotions and swallowing my pain, the constriction in my throat for not saying my truth, the ache in my back from the burden, if I didn't have these external frictions come to me to greet me as a gift, how would I ever learn? How would I ever grow? How would I ever change? How would I ever stop to realize it's all for me so that I can get to the next level? Young grasshopper, this is a message to myself. You need to slow down and stop rushing to try to get to be the man on the mountain, wanting to see the sights beyond, the sunset from the highest point, wanting to have that perspective. Instead, know that the pain you feel in your legs, that is the reward for the journey. And when you get to the top of the mountain, you get the experience of having climbed there yourself. And when you're climbing back down, the people walking next to you, when they say, what does it look like? Is it real? The sun, is it real? Can I make it? Am I worthy? Am I enough? Is it possible? You can look at them and you can smile, and you won't answer from your head, you'll answer from your heart and your whole being, because you did it. So I need to stop worrying about being the man 20 years from now who's that much closer to the top, and instead be the man stubbing his toes right now and bless every step I take and say, thank you for teaching me how to change the way I walk, how to move with more ease, how to lighten the load on my back, how to express what's in my heart so that I don't swallow my emotions, and speak my truth so that my throat doesn't close up. Thank you for the friction. And when the fear comes and the bills come and the drama comes and the what if it doesn't work out comes, I need to bless it and say, thank you, everything is good, my dreams are coming true. This is all a blessing. What is it teaching me? This is my dojo, the school of life, 3D reality. Thank you, God, for bringing this friction to me. And the moment you do, you stop being a man or a woman, and you transmit what's in front of you. You transmute it. You alchemize it into something different. You step outside of that plane of existence where all these human beings are existing in pain and suffering and fear, and you've stepped outside of it, and you're more than a man, more than a woman. You're an angel. You're a light worker, if that terminology is not too triggering for you. You're a Jedi Knight here, cool as a cucumber, hopefully not hacking people to bits, bringing order to the universe, bringing in more harmony, untangling the knots in your own heart before you go try to do it in anybody else. And in that vibration and frequency you hold, you will set the world right, because you've done the work. And as you gaze upon others, they will be healed just by your presence and the field you hold, because the recognition you have is you're dealing with human shit, but you're not a human. And nobody really is. That's the con we've all been told. That's the con we believe. Being a human is to be in separation, because when you know you're in unity with the all, could anything scare you? Could there be anything but love? That's the journey we're all on, whether we know it or not. And in this moment I know it. And so I'm leaving it here for you, in case I forget.